Hi, I'm Sandy Sandler, the creator of the Bowdabra Bow Maker, and I want to thank all of you so much for joining me here tonight. I also have Joette with me, and she's going to make a wreath in just a minute. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a bow. Oh, and I almost forgot, so I'm going to grab my ribbon here, and I'm going to take my Bowdabra Bow Wire, and definitely comment, let me know where you're watching from. And we have, let's see, there we go. So I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire and fold it in half. And for those of you who saw the post earlier, there is a direct link to where you can get a free Bowdabra NFT. And I'm going to explain that in just a little bit, exactly what it is. And the first, hi Edna, the first 19 people will be able to get an NFT, and it's free. You're not going to have to pay for it, and it's yours forever. And you don't need to connect to where the link is. You don't need to connect a wallet. Just connect with your email. That's what I really love about this site is you don't have to have any cryptocurrency or anything like that, and it is totally free. So I'm going to lay that down. Then I'm gonna take my pink gingham and we're just gonna fold this back and forth and twist. And again, I'm gonna fold it and twist. And BJ from California. Hi, Oh, I know BJ. You're from, yes, from Northern California. You won a couple weeks ago. We have Libby. Hi, Libby, and Denise and Kelly. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And now I'm just going to take my wire, bring it up, and I promise in a couple of minutes I'll explain what the NFT is, and that's really cool because I minted it today. And basically, when you mint an NFT, that means that you created the NFT. And this one is a very, very special NFT because it's a Bowdabra Mega Fan Gallery. And on Uncut, which is where the NFT is being held, we will have our own special Bowdabra Mega Fan Group. So it's kind of like a Facebook fan group, but very, very exclusive. So we're definitely going to have fun in there. And there's only going to be 20 people, including me. So here's your beautiful bow. And I'm going to now turn this over to Joette, who's going to make a mini wreath. Thanks, Joette.
Well, hi everybody. I'm right here. You're not going to see much of me tonight, but I'm going to make. I need to put this where you can see it again. I'm going to make an ivy wreath, and I have a tutorial coming out this week how to make a wreath like this. The wreath base. It's really simple. We're going to take a little bit of Bowdabra bow wire, place it down in our Bowdabra, tuck the ends underneath, and get it out of our way and start this wreath.
Hi,
And we're going to start
Terry.
out putting some.
But I'm gonna interrupt because BJ asked if it matters which way you twist. And no, it doesn't. You can twist it either way. I tend to twist away from me, but that's just how I do it. So I just wanted to share that. Okay, Joette, take it from here.
Oh, that. All right. Well, I'm doing Dollar Tree bushes again, and I'm making a smaller wreath, so I don't want it real huge to make this swag to go on the wreath. So I'm going to make it smaller. I have cut the big stems off. I'm going to fold some of this in, so I'll get a smaller. See that it goes down, it doesn't stick up like this. I've got it down in here now, and I'll spread those out once I get everything in. But I'm going to go place two up here, and then these hydrangeas are cluster flowers. I need them close to the bow, so I'm going to place them on the bottom half. Now I'm going to make a real simple bow, but first I've got a few strips of some burlap to cover up any mechanics. I'm going to place a couple of these in here for short tails. Next I'm going to add, I've got my pink spring ribbon doubled with some green burlap. That's two different sizes, 1.5 inch and 2.5 inch together. Scrunch the end and one end and place it down the Bowdabra. do the other side and make a circle. Get it lined up and scrunch it in down in the center. Oh, I forgot to put the tail in, but it doesn't matter. Stick it in now. And I've got a little strip of ribbon. I've curled the ends underneath, and I'm going to just scrunch it in and make a little scrunchy ruffle bow to give it a little centerpiece. Now I'm going to take my wand and smash it down, if I can aim, and take my Bowdabra bow wires from underneath. Use my little slip knot and pull it tight while it's still down in the Bowdabra. And remove it once secured. Separate those ends, flip it to the back, and tie it in a knot nice and tight. And then we'll do a little bit of fluffing and shaping. I'm going to show you how to get these. I don't want to leave all one color up here and one here, so I'm going to take my shorter hydrangeas and put them close to the bow, and I'm going to take a longer hydrangea, if I can get a hold of it, and I'm going to pull it up here since they bend. They're wired, they're not fresh. Don't be afraid to move them around.
I love using
And
wired because it makes it so much easier than having to
oh,
worry about fresh.
this is a whole different ball game with floral design, doing Bowdabra designing. All right, I knocked one off. They are Dollar Tree flowers. I forgot to glue it. All right, so I'm going to bring my taller flowers to the bottom and up from the top. Hey, Vivi. And
Vivi's
I'm bringing,
joining us.
and I'm going to put I left the shorter flowers at the top. Fluff out my bow, and it's just find my wires now and my
Vivi's
wreath. Let
just
me move.
barking to tell you how beautiful it is.
She is so sweet. She is something else. She's so beautiful. All right, so now this is fluffed enough for now. I'm going to go ahead and tie it to the wreath. You can tie it in the back or bring those wires around front, like I'm going to do. Well, I pulled real tight. And I'm going to secure it underneath the little swag we just made. And I see where that green flower came from. I'm going to tie it back or stick it back on there. That's it. And put that on. And you have this beautiful wreath in just a couple of minutes. And other than your flowers falling off because the heads because they're Dollar Tree and you didn't glue them, it is nice and sturdy. I don't know if you can see it, but
Yeah, we
that's
can. It
it.
looks beautiful.
So simple and fast. And that's all I have tonight.
Really cool. Thank you so much for joining us, Joette. I really
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Sandy. I'm going back to the comments now.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
Okay, bye bye.
So we have Constance, hi, and Edna, I know that's really pretty, and Shirley. So, everybody, like I said, I have minted an NFT, and Joette will put the link um, on the live, and the first 20 people will get the NFT. Actually, it's 19 because I took one, so I can be part of the group. So it's very exclusive group that will be, the NFT is free. All you need is to have the code, and the passcode is B as in boy, O W, oh, it's capital B, O W Z. So it'll ask you for the passcode. And again, you don't have to have a wallet. You can just sign up with your email address. So now I'm going to take this beautiful ribbon and we're just going to make a big bow here. And then after this, I'm going to do a lantern swag. But I thought I would start with a really big bow. And as you can see, I'm just twisting it. And so we have the pretty side of the ribbon is on the outside of our loop. So we're going to twist that and go right back in here. And then I'm going to take my next ribbon and we're just going to fold it. And I love these blues, the turquoises. And hi, Constance. And I'm just going to keep folding this back and forth and twist. And thank you. I love this ribbon too. I think that's so pretty. And twist. And we're going to fold it back over. And I'm going to leave this as a tail here. And then I'm going to take my next ribbon, which is again a 2.5 inch. We're going to just fold it. And I just love how these colors all go together. And we're going to twist it. And this is kind of a fun ribbon because it's got silver on one side, but the turquoise on the other. So we're going to fold it back over and twist and fold this back over here and twist. And I don't know if Kathy is watching tonight, but I want to do a shout out to Kathy and say happy birthday because today is her birthday. And I'm going to finish it off with this pretty ribbon here. And I'm just going to fold and twist, bring it back over and twist. So you can see you can make really, really big bows in your Bowdabra. And for those of you who are just joining us, the passcode for the NFT is capital BOW Z. And I'm going to take that and find my wand. I'm going to give everything a good push. And again, because I have so much in here, my towers kind of come together, but you just can pull them a little apart with your fingers. Bring that down, take my wire, and I folded my wire in half so I have a slip knot. So I'm just going to bring this up, pull my two ends through my slip knot, put tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. This way, when I pull it out, I'm not struggling with all the ribbon. So take that, bring it around. Thank you, Edna. Yeah, they're very pretty. And we're getting happy birthdays for Kathy. Very cool. So we're going to bring this around and bring this. So all I'm doing is just taking my loops and spreading them out. And because these are all wired ribbons, they're very easy to shape. Just bring them in opposite directions. And I'll do the same thing with these and bring these around. And we have an absolutely gorgeous wreath bow, which was so simple to make. And I can curl this ribbon under. So now you can see this was just really, really easy. I love the applause. It makes me feel special. So now I'm going to take this, put it aside, and now I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire, and actually I am going to do a big project. We're going to make, I think what I'm going to do is, thank you, I do love those ribbons so much. And bring this in here and tuck the ends underneath. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to actually make, whoops, grab everything down here. I'm going to make a mini lantern swag. Oh, capital B O W little z. So it's capital B O W Z, all lowercase. So I'm excited that you guys will join me. It's going to be really fun. So now I'm just going to lay my flowers in my Bowdabra and already taken the greens and spread them out. Bring this down in here and take my little flowers, whoopsie daisy, lay those in. So this NFT is, you will own the NFT and it's yours forever. So now what I'm gonna do is take my tails, and I have this really pretty green ribbon, and I love this. It's such a springy ribbon. And then I'm gonna take both of them together, and let's just straighten this ribbon out for me. And now I'm going to just fold and twist and bring this around and bring this here. Already made this, so we had to take it apart, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing this the way that I want. Okay, so
And Denise is asking where for the NFT, where to go.
Oh, there should be a link. Joette, can you put the link back in there for them for the NFT? And I'm so excited. This was my very first NFT that I ever created. And so I thought we'd give it away for free, and it will be like a super fan gallery is what the group will be on It's Uncut is the name of the website. And now I'll just lay this down in here and take my wire. And I do love how you can just put so much stuff in the Bowdabra. And bring this up here, pull it through my slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out, and Joette says she's going to get the NFT link up in just a second, so just stand by. But this is so cool because you guys are the first people ever to know about my NFT. So it's actually Bowdabra, the NFT. And bring this around here and bring this through here. Can you ask what is not? Oh, NFT. An NFT stands for a non-fungible token, and it's usually artwork, and you can buy them. They're depending on how popular it is. They could be very expensive. We only minted 20 of this one, so it's a very exclusive NFT. I'm giving it away free, but eventually you could sell it, which basically if somebody else wants it, you can sell it for however much you want, or you can keep it. And we will, whoops, there we go. So we have this really pretty um, lantern swag. So, okay, I'm going to take this and put it away. And now what I'm going to do is let's make a little mini bow using the mini Bowdabra. I'm going to take my Bowdabra Bow Wire. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is, oh, from Ottawa Valley, Canada. Wonderful. It's Shirley. Okay, cool. And lay that under there. And I have over here, now what's kind of fun is I took two ribbons and I just put them together. So I made my own ribbon. And I'm going to fold this in half and we're going to make a boutique hair bow. So I'm going to take the right side of my ribbon and I'm going to make a little mountain in the middle and scrunch that down. So this makes it so that you don't have to sew because it gives you the crease. So we're going to do the same thing here and lay that down. And then I'm going to make an X. So I'm going to bring this over here, take the right side and scrunch this down. And the other thing with the NFT, it's basically just a token that lives on the internet. And what's cool about this one is the members of our group will be able to help me. So you can see I made my little mountain there. I'm going to do another mountain here. So now it's a perfect boutique bow. And I have these cute little rhinestone that I'm going to put in here, rhinestone flowers, and put them on each side and give everything a really good scrunch. And thank you. I love the swag too. It's so much fun. And pull this down. So anyway, you'll be like my counsel and help me decide what we should do on the lives and if there's anything special. So I'm really excited about this. So bring this around to the back and we're going to just tie a knot and I'm going to double knot it. And I could tie it onto a clip right now, or I can just tie it onto a ponytail holder. So we'll just bring this here and I'll knot it and just clip it really tight down there. So you have a really cute little hair bow. And isn't that so super simple to make? So I love when I can combine the ribbons. I'm going to put this one aside And I believe that we are going to have, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, because this is really fun. We have these great ribbons in our store, and I'm going to make a big puffy scrunchy bow using tulle. And I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire and fold it in half, and now lay this down into my Bowdabra. And I'm going to grab a piece of my purple. And basically with this, the more of the scrunch, the ribbon that you do, the puffier your bow will be. So we're just going to scrunch this down in here. And I think this would be really pretty for like a little girl, for even if you wanted to gift wrap a present, you could turn this into a hair bow. So she gets not only a present, but it's wrapped with a hair bow. So I'm gonna now take this pink tool and scrunch that in. And so it's really simple. All I'm doing is scrunching. And I see Vivi is coming back. So I think, yep, Vivi's talking again. So she's gonna join us. She's definitely saying hello to everybody. And yeah, isn't that a cool idea? Because it makes it a really pretty bow, but they're also getting a ponytail holder as part of the gift. So let's scrunch this down in here. Vivi, we hear you. Can you pet her, Tessa? And now I'm gonna just pull this through. Oh, Vivi, I can growl too. Then I'm separating my ends. Oh, whoopsie daisy. I'm separating my ends. Did I just disconnect? Okay. And tie a knot. And I'm sorry, I apologize for my vocal child tonight. She's really decided she's going to be a part of the live. So, and here you have this really adorable, and I could just tie it onto a hair clip or a ponytail holder. So now what I'm going to do is put that aside, and I'm going to make a really big project. So I would say this is one of a Joette's project because it's big. So I'm just going to give myself a little bit more room on my table and kind of bring all of this flowers up here and take my, so we're going to make a big, it could be a swag or a centerpiece. And let's fold that in half and bring the ends underneath. Vivi, please. And now it's like she knows she's quiet all day. And as soon as I go live, and we'll take these greens here. And again, I've already bent them apart. And take this here. And these are just either from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to lay these in here. And whoopsie daisy, everything is kind of stuck together here. Here we go. And I'm going to take, now this is just as a bush that we bought at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just separating the ends out here. I'll bring that down and put that down into my Bowdabra. And bring these greenery up here. And so has everybody who's watching, have you guys tried making swags in your Bowdabra using the flowers in your arrangements? And we'll bring this in here. Bring this one in here. And just going to fold that in here. And I love the hydrangeas. I think they're so pretty. And let me grab my ribbon and bring this up here. Sorry, it's like these are big projects. So I'm going to take, now if I wanted this as a centerpiece, I would just lay my tails in, one going this way and my other one's going the opposite direction. So, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. I was so excited about the NFT that I forgot to say we are going to be giving away a roll of our Bowdabra scrunchy ribbon. So we will be probably announcing that fairly soon, the winner. So we're going to twist this here. And I'm just going to, let's straighten this out here. And fold and twist. And fold and twist. And I'm actually going to stand up because, oh, now Vivi thinks I'm standing up for her. So now we'll bring this back over and twist. And I love this ribbon. This is actually a ribbon that comes in our spring ribbon kit. So yes, Vivi, we love the spring ribbon kit. So we're going to fold this back over, Vivi, and twist it. I think Vivi's hungry is what I would bet. So we're just going to fold it back again. And again, I'm twisting so that the wrong side or the ugly side of the ribbon is on the inside of the loop and the pretty side of the ribbon is on the outside of the loop. Let's bring that back over here. Bring this through. Now, for a minute I thought I forgot to put the wire in, and bring this back over and give everything a good push. And I'm going to grab my Bowdabra bow wire and bring it up. And I did make it a little bit longer of a wire. And I'm going to pull this through. I'm going to pull it tight while it's still in my Bowdabra. And I'm going to separate the ends and bring it around to the back. And I'm just going to tie this off. Tie it really tight. That's what I love about our Bowdabra bow wire is it really will hold everything. And give it one more knot there. And I'll just cut that and bring it over. And I'm going to just now shape out my loops. And bring this here. Oh, thank you, Constance. And Pam, thank you very much. She says it's an inspiration. And you know, I'm inspired by all of our Bowdabra designers who are amazing and come up with just fabulous ideas of things you can make with the Bowdabra. And we'll just bring these up here and bring these up there. And you have a super, super simple centerpiece or door swag. So it's really easy. Now, do we have our winner? Our winner is Kelly Sharp Claw from Utah. Congratulations, Kelly, I'm sorry. All you have to do is PM us at Bowdabra with whether you want the silver or the gold or the red scrunchy ribbon, and we'll get that out to you. So anyway, I can't believe our half hour. I want to thank everybody so much for joining me. I think what I'm going to do is put this aside and make one more little bow. So I'm going to take my mini Bowdabra and my bow wire, and I'm just going to cut a piece here. And this is what I love because the mini, somebody told me that she just throws her mini in her purse to take with her. And I never would have thought of that. But so we'll take this here. And I've got 3 ribbons that we put together for this bow. I've already dovetailed and sealed the ends. So we're going to just fold it in half and lay that down into my mini Bowdabra. And I'm going to take this piece here. And then what I'm going to do is we're just going to make a simple bow. Bring this back over here. And this could be a really pretty hair bow. And to measure, if you don't have the measuring tool, I'll just bring these up here and fold it back over here. Actually, I think I'm going to make my loops a little bit smaller. There we go. And bring it back and fold it back over. Bring this back over here. And then I've got my yellow ribbon. And this time I'm going to just make my boutique. So I'm going to fold it in half lay this in here, bring it around, take the right side of the ribbon, lay that down, bring this back over, take the right side of the ribbon, lay that down in there, and then I have my X, so I'm going to take the middle here and scrunch that in. And again, up here, I'm going to make my little mountain. So this way they're all even. And I'm going to just, oops, wrong wand, take my mini wand and give everything a good scrunch. Then I'm going to just bring this up, bring it through my slip knot, and pull it out. I'll separate the ends and bring it around to the back and tie a knot and double knot it. And then what I'm going to do is take my little, I've got a little sticky that we've already glued on there for the center. And I'm just going to bring this around to the back. Now I'm going to cheat and use a Zot, but I would suggest that you use a glue gun or a strong adhesive glue. We'll bring this around here and bring this one. I'm going to grab another glue dot, or actually I'm using Zots. I like them better than the glue dots. Put that there, bring this around, and now I'll just bring this out here and bring these in here. And you have a really cute, whoopsie daisy, it looks like that didn't stick. A really cute little hair bow. And and I'll use my wire and I'll tie it onto a ponytail holder. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining, and I'm excited to see who got the NFTs. Again, that password is capital B and then lowercase OWZ. So thank you everybody so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye.